Deep in the heart of a vast kingdom, nestled between rolling hills and a shimmering blue river, lay a small village called Rivermere. The village was peaceful, filled with kind hearted people who lived in harmony with nature. But beyond the village, past the thick wall of ancient trees, lay the mystic jungle, a place of wonder and mystery feared by many. Young Leo, a 12-year-old boy with golden hair and an adventurous spirit, had always been curious about the jungle. His father, a brave hunter, had often warned him never to step into its depths. "The jungle is wild, son," he would say. "It holds secrets that even the bravest of warriors fear." But Leo's heart longed for adventure. Every night he would stare at the moonlit jungle from his window, imagining what lay beyond. One evening, as the village prepared for a festival, Leo heard a strange sound coming from the jungle, a deep, sorrowful roar. His curiosity got the better of him. He grabbed a small lantern, took a deep breath, and stepped into the forbidden woods. The jungle was alive with whispers of the wind, rustling leaves, and the occasional hoot of an owl. Fireflies danced around him as he walked cautiously, following the sound of the roar. Suddenly he saw something, two glowing golden eyes staring at him from the darkness. Leo froze. His heart pounded. Then, stepping into the moonlight, emerged a magnificent lion, its golden mane shimmering like the morning sun. But something was wrong. The lion's eyes were filled with pain, and when Leo looked closer, he saw that the lion's paw was caught in a hunter's trap. For a moment, fear gripped Leo. But then something inside him whispered, "Help him." With slow, careful steps, he approached the mighty beast. "I won't hurt you," he said softly, kneeling beside the lion. The creature let out a low growl but did not attack. Leo examined the trap. It was old and rusty. He placed his hands on the metal and pulled with all his strength. The trap creaked and groaned before finally snapping open. The lion let out a mighty roar, but instead of attacking, he gazed at Leo with gratitude. To Leo's astonishment, the lion did something unexpected. He bowed his head, as if thanking him. Leo thought the lion would disappear into the jungle, but instead, the mighty beast followed him. "Do you want to come with me?" Leo asked, smiling. The lion let out a soft, purr-like growl and walked beside him. From that night on, a deep friendship was forged between the boy and the lion. Leo named him Azar, meaning fire, because of his golden mane. Every night, Leo sneaked out to meet Azar, and together they explored the jungle. Azar showed him hidden waterfalls, caves filled with glowing crystals, and trees so tall they seemed to touch the stars. But trouble was brewing. The jungle was in danger. One day, as Leo and Azar ventured deeper into the jungle, they saw something terrible. A group of hunters setting traps everywhere. These men were not from Rivermere. They were dangerous poachers who captured animals for gold. Leo's heart burned with anger. "We have to stop them," he whispered. Azar growled in agreement. The two hatched a plan. That night, under the cover of darkness, Leo and Azar worked together. Leo disabled the traps while Azar used his strength to push large logs across the hunters' paths. They alerted the jungle animals, warning them to stay away. But the hunters were cunning. They had set a trap for Azar. As Azar prowled near the camp, a net shot up from the ground, capturing him. The lion roared, thrashing against the ropes. Leo's heart pounded in fear. He had to act fast. Leo sneaked into the hunter's camp. his small frame allowing him to move undetected. He saw Azar in a wooden cage, growling at the hunters. "We'll sell this lion for a fortune," one of them laughed. "Not on my watch," thought Leo. He spotted a knife on a table and with careful steps grabbed it. With steady hands, he cut the ropes binding the cage. "Azar now," he whispered. With a mighty roar, Azar leaped from the cage, sending the hunters into chaos. They scrambled for their weapons, but Leo and Azar were too fast. Azar swiped at their tents, knocking them down, while Leo kicked over a basket of firewood, causing a cloud of smoke to rise. "Run, Azar!" Leo shouted. Together they dashed into the jungle, disappearing into the shadows. The hunters were furious. They gathered their weapons and chased after Leo and Azar. Leo knew they had to stop them for good. He had an idea. "Azar, lead them to the old ravine," he whispered. Azar understood. He ran through the jungle, making sure the hunters followed. The old ravine was a deep trench covered by vines. If they weren't careful, they would fall in. As they reached the edge, Leo grabbed a vine and swung across. Azar leaped over in a powerful jump. But the hunters, blinded by rage, didn't see the drop ahead. One by one, they fell into the ravine, their cries echoing through the jungle. The jungle was safe once more. Leo and Azar stood at the edge of the jungle, looking at River Mere in the distance. "You saved the jungle," Leo said, stroking Azar's mane. Azar let out a gentle growl, his golden eyes filled with trust. But Leo knew he couldn't keep his secret any longer. It was time to tell his people about Azar. He walked into the village, and to his surprise, the people were not afraid. They had seen what Leo and Azar had done. The elders of Rivermere stepped forward. "You have proven yourself, Leo," one of them said, "not only as a brave boy, but as a guardian of the jungle." From that day forward, Leo was known as the protector of the jungle, and Azar was no longer feared but respected as the king of the wild. The boy and the lion had become legends, their tale passed down for generations. True courage is not about fighting, but about protecting those who cannot protect themselves. Friendship and kindness can bridge even the widest gaps, and together we can overcome any challenge.